Hey guys, Nintendrew here. The Nintendo World Championships NES Edition game for Nintendo Switch is finally out, and of course I've been looking forward to this release for maybe obvious reasons, but the deluxe set in particular has some really cool extra accessories and goodies that I'm really excited for. So today we're going to be doing a full unboxing, and we'll take a look at all those extra goodies that are included with this deluxe set. Let's get to it. So yeah, like I said, we're going to be getting into this deluxe set here. It includes, of course, the game itself, a pin set, so it looks like there's 5 pins that come with this, a set of 13 art cards for the 13 NES titles that are represented, and of course the golden Nintendo World Championships Replica game pack. Now, of course, this isn't going to be a usable, like, working NES cartridge, but I'm really curious to see how they put this together, like whether it uses game bit screws or like normal screws, and whether it can be taken apart. It'd be really cool if it's got like a hollow compartment where you could, like, I don't know, put like a hard drive or something in there. So that might be fun for some of us DIY enthusiasts. Obviously, it doesn't have the dip switches like an original Nintendo World Championships cart does, but it does also apparently come with an acrylic stand, so it's a perfect piece to show off in your game room. All right, let's get into it and see what we've got. I always try to be careful when I open these boxes, because who knows how much this might be worth someday. But I hope that everybody who wants to get a deluxe set is able to get one. I'm not sure what the production numbers look like. Ah, there we go. All right. Ooh, I see that cartridge front and center. I guess we'll dump it all out. Okay. And there's a stand in the bottom here for our cartridge. We'll set that aside. Let's get the bubble wrap off of this guy. Ooh. Oh man, that's pretty slick. That is pretty cool. Presumably you could use this for any random NES cartridge, unless it's like built into the place where the contact teeth would be. You know what, we might have to try that out. Alright, moving along. Let's see what we've got here. So, this is the game. We'll set that aside for now. Take a look at that in a minute. I'm guessing this is our pins, maybe? Or no, this might be the pins, actually. Not sure. Man, this is beautiful packaging, just the kind of holographic gold. Okay, so there's a little tab here. Okay, so these are our art cards. I have not looked up any of this stuff, by the way. Like, this is my first time seeing any of this outside of, like, the basic promotional images that Nintendo put on social media. But, oh, look at this, they're double-sided. Okay, so we got Super Mario Brothers, The Legend of Zelda, Link with a piece of the Triforce, Metroid with Samus, Donkey Kong, Kid Icarus, Super Mario Bros. 2, carrying a turnip, Excite Bike, the winner's podium, Ice Climber with Popo, I believe, Balloon Fight with a fighter wielding balloons, Super Mario Bros. 3, the classic, with the raccoon suit on the back, Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, the black sheep of the Zelda family, Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels. I didn't realize they had Super Mario Bros. 2 from Japan in this compilation. That'll be interesting. And finally, the best NES title, of course, Kirby's Adventure, with our pink Puyo boy right there on the back. It's just like a bunch of little mini posters. I like it. I'll get those put back in here for safekeeping. Beautiful. All right, what's next? I'm gonna leave this for last, because this is what I'm most excited about, so I want to hold off on that. But this must be our pin set, which I'm also excited for, so let's check these out. Oh, it's got one of these nice, like, airtight cases. Get this out of here. Ooh, these look sick. That is so cool. I don't know how well you can see that, so I'm gonna zoom in. Check these bad boys out. I'm very tempted to keep these in the package just to keep them nice, but I did just start a pin board, so I think these I might have to requisition for my wall. Man, I don't know how many ways I can say it, but these pins look really good. Look at that sparkle. Dang. Woo! So the whole pin itself has this gold-colored plating. And then we've got Copyright Nintendo right there at the bottom. Rubber cap for the back of the pins. Honestly, I prefer these anymore to the metal clasp ones. Here is Super Mario Bros. 3. The Legend of Zelda. I love those golden outlines. That's really cool. Here's Metroid, got Samus and the Morph Ball power-up, and finally, Donkey Kong with his trademark barrel. Again, with that kind of golden pixel outline. Catches the light in a really neat way. Very cool. Typically with like a collector's set like this, I would typically be inclined to keep all of it in the box and keep it all in one place so it all stays safe. But honestly, this stuff is so cool, I think I'm gonna have to display all of it. All right, let's take a look at the game itself. So, looks pretty much just like the outer box, which makes sense. Ooh. So it almost looks like the pins. These must be the individual icons for each of the games that make up these challenges. And of course, here is our cartridge. Let's take a closer look at that reverse cover art here. I love the kind of 80s vaporwave aesthetic they've got going on with all this. Here are the icons for the 13 games. So if you like, you can flip this around and just pop it in here like so. Not the greatest alternative cover art, to be honest. Probably works better on the inside, but still cool to have. All right. But now is the moment I have been waiting for. Complete with what looks to be an authentic, I mean, obviously new stock, but NES dust sleeve, which I presume is, yep, same size as a normal NES cartridge. Get the plastic off of this. Ooh, that looks pretty sweet. Oh, that's dope. Okay, I gotta show you this. So on the back here, instead of the game pack, like, maintenance instructions and safety warnings and whatnot, they've got little icons from each of the games. Copyright Nintendo in the 8-bit font. And look, we've got 3 screws, just like a normal, typical NES game after a certain point. And instead of game bit screwdrivers, it looks like we just have regular Phillips heads. So I might have to open this up and see what it looks like inside. It looks very similar to the same gold that was used for the Zelda cartridges on the NES. But it's cool to see one manufactured in 2024 as opposed to all the ones that have worn down over the course of like 40 years. It looks very much like an authentic NES cartridge, although it does not have a PCB, of course. So I'm guessing that's where the acrylic stand is supposed to kind of wedge itself in here. That is rad. I think it is. The Nintendo logo, I think that's laser etched on there. How neat. Yeah, this is obviously way too cool to not put on a shelf. That is not going back in the box. Now, unfortunately, because it does fit in that spot on the acrylic stand, I'm guessing that a normal NES game won't work with this, but let me see. I guess you could sit it on here. It doesn't go all the way in, but it fits in there just enough that it sits at like a, I don't know, 10-degree angle. That's kind of cool, honestly. This is kind of what it would look like sitting on a shelf. But we'll stick to the real deal, I think. All right, I got myself a little screwdriver, so we're going to open this up and see what it looks like. All right, moment of truth. Watch the tabs on the top. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, I mean, this looks like it has all the main mounting points for a regular NES board. Yeah, look. These are like the exact same tabs in a regular NES cartridge. So they must have used like the exact same mold, which makes sense, I guess. Oh, this would be really cool for a homebrew. Like put a ROM of the actual Nintendo World Championships cart in here. I might have to do that. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see a video like that. Very cool. All right, but let's see the whole set together one more time. It's a shame they didn't have a printed manual, but honestly, I don't know of any Switch games that are first party that have done that, so not surprising, but honestly, I can't complain with this many cool little add-ins. All right, so there you have it. That's the entire set. The base game itself goes for $30, and this deluxe set is $60. So I think just on the Replica cartridge alone, that extra $30 price tag is worth it to me. So I'm happy. I think it's cool. And I hope that anybody at home that wants to get their hands on this deluxe set is able to do so. I'd like to see this game have a healthy print run. Make sure to let me know in the comments what you think is the coolest part of this deluxe set. I'd love to hear from you. Alright guys, I think that's going to do it for me today. Thank you so much for watching this unboxing video of the Nintendo World Championships NES Edition Deluxe set. I really hope you enjoyed. As always, if you did like the video, please do consider subscribing to Nintendrew for all sorts of cool gaming content, and make sure to share it with any friends who might find it interesting. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Bye!